Philip Schrieberg is a London-based whisky writer, musician, tasting host, drinks competition judge, and author. He's also the co-founder of the Rhythm and Booth Project, a duo fusing live music and whisky through gigs, tasting events, and multimedia. But he has a new project underway, and he's with us tonight to talk about it.
Hello, Philippe. How are you, my friend?
Good evening, and good to meet you both. Thank you so much for having me on.
You are more than welcome. Now, there's loads I want to talk to you about, but the sort of prevailing news story is obviously what's happening in Ukraine, and you and Billy Abbott have got together to have raise money via a whiskey tasting. So if you want to tell us all about it, what's happening, what's going on?
Yeah, sure. So it just made sense to do something. And so I'm based in Poland, in Gdansk, in the north of the country. And one of the things that's been pretty incredible is seeing how the entire country is mobilized to help the large amount of refugees coming in. At the time that we're recording this now, we're looking at about, I think, closing on 1 million refugees coming into Poland, and that number is going to go. And it's really impressive how the entire country's just come together to just help people to the best of their ability, providing supplies, housing people, transporting them as necessary. So off that is kind of, I got to do something. And well, I drink whiskey. What can I do with these skills to help out? Well, that's what it's about, really. So I've been doing loads of online tastings over the last 2 years, and it just made sense to try and do something on that in that regard there. Fortunately, Billy was up for coming on board and being a part of this as well, and he is absolutely spectacular. And so we're sending out packs of amazing whiskey to that people can just join in. We'll publish it on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll talk whiskey and answer questions and just have a good time, and in the process raise money for good cause. So it's an organization called the Polish Humanitarian Action, and they are doing a lot of amazing work with refugees to help them out, both at the border and when they enter the country as well. So it's just a good thing to do. So that's March 28th at 7 p.m.
March 28th at 7 p.m. Now, the format is an online whiskey tasting. People go to designmynight.com. I think that's where it's listed. They can buy. Now, you don't even have to be a whiskey person to participate and contribute money. There's two options to it.
Yes, that's right. So you've got the pack with the ticket with the pack in it, and we send 6 whiskeys over to you. All of them excellent. And then also we have like an optional viewing ticket, but really it's simply a donation to the organization. Everybody can watch the stream, whether they've paid or not. But if people could donate, that would be good. So we provide an option for that on the ticketing page.
Now, you say you're in Gdansk, which is obviously a little bit further away from the border, but I'm sure probably people have maybe started arriving in Gdansk already, have they, from Ukraine, have they?
Yeah, we've got a lot of friends and acquaintances who have signed up to house refugees, and we already know people who have taken people in that have taken refugees into their homes or wherever they can. A lot of people also here in Gdansk, you have a lot of families that will have kind of not quite summer houses, but places by the lake in the region of Kashuba, for example, where they might vacation. So they're opening those homes up as well. Yeah. So yes, even out here. Now you're seeing a lot. Gdansk is a little bit farther, so you're not seeing as many people quite yet.
Yeah.
Yes, already. I mean, it's a lot of people coming into this country very quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're already seeing it here. Yes.
Now, when do people have to have the boxes ordered for? Is there a closing date to have them ordered for to make sure that? I assume it's international shipping. You're shipping them all over the world, right?
Unfortunately, no. It really is tricky to pull something like that off, and unfortunately, we can only just do the UK at the moment. So we obviously anybody around the world can watch. To do Brexit makes the EU pretty much impossible. Thanks, Brexit. And the US is also a tricky one. And then any other parts of the world, you run into some serious issues there. So unfortunately, just the UK, anybody around the world can watch. And
can everybody around the world pay and contribute without
Yes,
include
yes,
£15.
absolutely yes, absolutely yes.
Absolutely. Now, what's in the box? Tell people what's in the box. Give them a treat.
Of course. So one of the cool ones is we've got the first ever release from the new Glenturret distillery. I say new. Glenturret's been around a while, but they got Glenturret up in the Scottish Highlands. They got bought over by the French company Lalique, and Lalique has reimagined Glenturret, which used to be one of the main contributors of Famous Grouse, into an upscale single malt. So we have their first 12-year-old release. They do a new different 12-year-old every year. They've already done 2021. We have the 2021, which is very cool. Sorry, I mentioned 2021, then the 2021, the one from 2020. And so we've got that. That's kind of a nice rich one. We've got a Compass Box, the Spice Tree. That's just a great all-around, slightly syrupy, caramelly, spicy, accessible whiskey. We've got stuff from the Lakes Distillery, this nice sort of combination of both English. It's a blend of English and Scottish whiskey, then matured, finished off in sherry oloroso cask. And then the Glen Scotia Victoriana. Those who are whiskey will know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's a fantastic whiskey.
A glorious toffee bat to the face. And if you survive that toffee bat to the face, there's beautiful things that come through afterwards as well. And then a really cool one as well. We've got in these packs your 5 drams and then like a bonus sort of fancy dram. And so our fancy dram is the Royal Brackla 18-year-old finished in Palo Cortado sherry.
Yeah.
And with Palo Cortado sherry, originally this was a release that went to Taiwan and ended up being really popular and just amazing. So Bacardi ended up making it available to the UK as well. So we were able to get a hold of that.
Lovely.
So that's really lovely, really aromatic, almost like a slight hint of. I'm going to go with a slight hint of sandalwood incense, which may be surprising to feel, but it's So just every dram is lovely. Oh, and Jura, we got a Jura in there, the Sevenwood, and that one also just nice light smoke, fragrant and citrusy. All of it combining very nicely while still being able to feel the peat saying something.
So people can get this for £45 and participate in an online tasting and help charity.
Yes.
What's not to like?
Exactly.
It's very commendable that, Philippe. I mean, they've obviously helped you out with this for that kind of money for those selection of whiskies.
Yeah, well, we're lucky in that regard. The other thing as well is I have to give a big shout out to, and you can see them in the picture there, the Dram Team. So the Dram Team is a whiskey subscription service based out of Bristol, though they have facilities in Scotland as well. And we couldn't do this without them, and specifically their founder, Chris Barrow. That's what makes this possible. And they really are the ones that are. I'm the guy talking a lot of crap and drinking.
You'd have to go with well together.
But Chris is really Chris and the Dram Team are really what are actually allowing this to happen and allowing us to be able to donate almost all the money to charity as well. Yeah. So
excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Well, I wish you every success with it. Well, I'll be buying a pack anyway, and I hope many other people do. So thank you very much.
Oh, of course, thank you.